Alright, man. Not gonna waste any time, bro. No time wasted at all. That's not how we do things around here. I'm already wasting time. But anyways, bro. I promise you, I kid you not, these are games that you need, bro. Yes, you, bro. You. I'm talking to you, bro. Alright? So I was pondering and thinking, right? You listening, bro? I was pondering and thinking about games that like would be so fire, bruh. And I'm not gonna lie, here, I like concepts, bro. Concepts. You ever been thinking about something? You're like, bro, this is a fire concept, bro. I was like, these are some fire concepts, bro. These are fire concepts, bro. All right, the first one I was thinking about was One Piece Strikers, bro. Bro, like Shinobi Strikers, bro. One Piece Strikers instead of Shinobi Strikers, though, bro. Think about it. You got to see the vision, though. See the vision. Here's the vision, bro. It's same thing, right? Class types. You know, you got your healer, you got your defense, you got your attack, and your range characters, right? Hear me out. We do that, but for One Piece, though, right? And on top of that, I started thinking about it. I was like, bro, you know how Naruto got like 4 different variants in that game? Number one, there's so many One Piece characters. High key, you don't need that. But like, if it does come to it, right? You put like 4 different variants of Luffy in that joint, bruh. So you could have like the first one have like Gear 2, and then like, you know how like Naruto got the big Kurama head, bro? So have Gear 2 as a transformation. And then when you click up on the D-pad again, you use Gear 3. So you already got Gear 2 and Gear 3 in one, bro. Then you make a defense type, right? And have it as Dressrosa Luffy, right? So now you got Gear 4 and all the moves, some new moves that he did in Dressrosa. I can't remember everything right now, bro. But that junk could be fire. And then later on, you add in Wano Luffy, bro. So now you've got Gear 5. And hear me out, right? You know how 8 gates in Strikers is like dumb good, bro. But the drawback is at the end that you die, bro. So like for Gear 5, right? Give it like a 45-second timer, right? And I guess you can use Bajring Gun too as like the move that you can launch to end it quicker. But you use that junk, right? And then after your 45 seconds are up, bro, it's like you just like you're stunned for like 10 seconds or something, bro. 10 seconds, 8 seconds, bro. Like, I feel like that's pretty good. And on top of that, you keep the gameplay not the same but similar, bro. Number one, fix the servers, bro. The servers got to get fixed, bro. But you keep the gameplay the same. And you might be thinking, it's Strikers, bro. You got the chakra jump, right? What would you have in the One Piece game, bro? Moonwalk, bro. Everybody has access to Moonwalk, bro. But here's where the issue comes in, right? You know, in Strikers, you can mix types. Like, you can mix jutsus and junk because jutsus are just moves, bro. They're not really restricted to a person, unlike a devil fruit, right? When you look at a devil fruit is restricted to one person, right? And then how do you add hockey in there too, bro? See, that much I don't know, but again, I'm just giving a concept, bro. I think that junk will high-key be fire, bro. Next up, you know the next one I was thinking about, bro? The next one I was thinking about would hit dumb hard, bro. Hear me out, right? Blue Lock rematch type stuff, bro. Bro, you know, people in rematch absolutely cannot stand the Blue Lockers, bro. They can't stand them boys. So what if somebody made a game for the Blue Lockers, bro? That would be fire. Bro. Imagine that joint, bro. I don't know how you do the styles, bro. And obviously, you know, since rematch is supposed to be a game where you're supposed to be passing the ball. Blue Lock is also something where you pass the ball too, bro. But rematch is kind of like built for passing, bro. Like, you're supposed to be passing the ball. Add some dribble moves in there, bro. Add like some crazy joint that you could do, like power-ups or something, bro. Awakenings would be fire, bro. Imagine you're on Ren, bro, or you have like a Ren type style, bro, and you pop Destroyer mode flow, bro. That junk would be tough, bro. It's like so many different possibilities. Again, I don't really know the concept, right? Well, I know the concept, but I don't know how you execute it. You have styles like based after characters. I don't know how you like get that in a real game. Like, I don't know, do you spin for it? Is there like a story mode would be fire, bro. where you take your CAC through to like the blue lock stuff, bro. Like the first selection and second selection and junk. That junk would be fire too. And then you get to play in a U20 match at the end or something. Or hopefully by time like this junk were to come out, the Nell League would be out, bro. So you get a chance to play in Nell, or maybe, I don't want to spoil too much, but bro, you get a chance to play in Nell, bro. Like that would be fire, bro. But it was just like finding the concept of how you put the styles in the game for your CAC to use. I think that would be kind of hard. Cause like, do you spend for it? Like these blue light games on Roblox you're doing, like, do you spend for it? Do you just like earn it? But if there's like a way to earn it, don't you think everybody be using that style? Like if it comes down to it, bro, if Kaiser's in the game, everybody gonna be using Kaiser, bro. Everybody gonna be using Sai, Shido. So it's like, do you make the junk based off of rarity, or do you just give people styles as they unlock the game? Like, how do you do that? Do you have to do like certain missions to earn the styles? Either way it goes, I think that joint would be fire, bro. I think it would be fire. I think that would be tough, bro. All right, bro. Game number 3. Hear me out on this one too. Hear me. You gotta really hear me out on this one, bro. You got to. A Hunter game, right? This will be fire. I'm telling you, bro. CAC again. CAC. This one I think is my most fire idea. I think this one would slap, bro. It would smack, bro. But a Hunter game, right? That the first half, it's number one, it's an open world game, right? But you got to go through the story, right? You play the story, like half of the story. That would take you about 30 minutes to complete the first half, right? And I guess once you've completed it on your first character, if you want to make a second one, you can skip past this part, right? But you'd have to still do these specific things, right? But as you play through the story, you have decisions in the game, right? So like the first half, the first 30 minutes of the game, are you going through like the Hunter exams before you have Nen, right? And as you're going through the Hunter exams, right, you're making decisions, right? And so based on your decisions, it determines like your Nen type, bro. That would be fire, bro. That would be fire. So like the first half is kind of like a restrictive story a little bit, and then the second half, once you got your Nen, is like open world, like an open world joint, like some DC Universe Online type stuff, bro. And so the game could have like, depending on what you get, bro, the game could like make you an enhancer, or a specialist, or a transmitter, or emitter. It can make you any one of those things, right? Based on your choices, and they could like have in-game techniques that they make themselves, and they could also give techniques from the story, bro. That junk would be hard. And you could have it like some DC Universe Online stuff, right? So there is a main quest, obviously not the combat wise, you know, you can flesh that out a little bit more, because I mean, it's an anime game, bro. People play for the combat, bro. That's what people play for. But you have it like that, so it's like open world, but there's still a main story, but there's like a side story too that you could go and like do your own thing at too, bro. So it's like you kind of have free reign to do what you want to do, bro. I feel like that junk high key would be tough, bro, because everybody, if everybody doesn't make not everybody's gonna make the same decisions, bro. So everybody gonna be rocking around with different types, bro, and that junk would be fire, bro. That junk would be fire. And then what was the next one was bro, anime rivals, bro. Anime Marvel rivals, bro. I feel like, well, it would be Shonen rivals or Shonen Jump rivals or something like that, bro. A hero shooter with anime characters, bro. And again, bro, when you think about it, it's like there's so many different characters that you could put in that joint, bro. And it's like, if you want to limit it to where you're not doing as many characters, you could keep it to Shonen Jump, or you could just name it like anime rivals or something, bro. To the point where it's like you got Goku in there, Kaido, Big Mom, Madara, Naruto, Sasuke, all them boys, bro. All them boys, bro. And I feel like that junk could be hard, bro. High key, like if you could execute that junk very similar to like Marvel Rivals. Of course, you can't do lore accurate, bro, because if it's lore accurate, then like it's, I mean, you're just gonna have Planet Busters in there. You're gonna have Planet Busters and then average people walking around, bro. Like it's just not gonna, it's not gonna be fun at all, bro. Like it's just gonna be a whole bunch of hoopla going on, and it's just, I mean, it's gonna be a meta regardless, but like it would be a whole bunch of hoopla going on if you had everybody lore accurate. So of course nobody's gonna be lore accurate. I'm not gonna say no. Well, yeah, nobody's gonna be lore accurate, bro. Nobody's gonna be lore accurate because it would destroy the game, bro. But I feel like that game would be fire, bro. You know, you have Broly as a tank, bro. Imagine getting pulled up on by Broly, or like Luffy or something, or Naruto, or Goku, or somebody else, bro. I feel like that junk would be hard, bro. I feel like it would be hard. Next up, bro, the next game that I was thinking about is a JJK Arena Fighter, bro. A JJK Arena Fighter would also be tough as well, with the main focus of the game being combat, bro. Like, have the main focus be combat to where like you can actually like, and I'm not talking about no Curse Clash, bro. It's like, how you make a how Curse Clash gonna make a JJK game, bro? How they gonna make one where the combat is the worst part of the game, bro? It's like, bro, are we being dead serious? Choreography in JJK is like the best thing in JJK, bro. Like, animation wise, bro. So what do you mean like the worst part of your game is the combat? Like, that just kind of defeats the whole purpose of like making a JJK game, bro. Like, wow, are we being dead serious? How is the worst part of your game combat? Why do not, you know what? Not even gonna get started. Let me stay on track, bro. Let me stay on track. But like, that junk would be like peak if we got an actual good JJK Arena Fighter game, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. But I think that's 5, bro. I think, is that 5? We got One Piece Strikers, Anime Rivals. Oh, of course, I can't leave out the gameplay, bro. Like, bro, we need a Jump Force too, bro. We just need it, bro. Bro, Jump Force, bro. I've been playing Jump Force again, bro. It's like the combat is like it's like B tier, bro. The combat's actually not the worst game I've ever played, bro. Cause I mean, Curse Clash does exist, bro. It's not the worst thing I've ever played, but it's just Number one, bro, you gotta fix that story, that whack behind story. I think the concept is good, like its own story. Like, I'm glad I'm not just playing through like Naruto, Bleach, or Dragon Ball story. But like, bro, like the combat has to get a little better. Like, the combat needs to be more polished. The story needs to actually be good. I think the counters and stuff are good in the game. I think there needs to be like other stuff though. Like, I think the combat needs to be smoothed up a little bit. Same thing with the character models. Like, I did like the character models at first, bro, when the game first came out. But I think it needs to look a little more like cartoony. They kind of like action figures. Like, I'd rather them look more animated than like action figures, bro. But I think high key with the holy voice crack, bro. But I think high key with this game, bro, if they fleshed out the combat a little bit more and like improved the story, this game would be top tier, bro. Jump Force 2 playing again. I mean, obviously characters aren't lore accurate, bro, but like making your CAC, bro. But another thing, bro, like my character needs to have transformations, bro. Transformations, I need to have access to those. Maybe you make styles for it, bro, to where you can choose. Like, depending on which fighting style I choose is what like style of transformation I can get, bro. But there was no reason that I was not able to go Super Saiyan in the first Jump Force, bro. Like, there's no reason, bro. There's no reason. I can do so much stuff. And then why does my CAC not have access to every move in the game, bro? What do you mean I can't use a spirit? I can't remember if you use Spirit Bomb or not, bro. Like, why does my character not have access to everything in the game, bro? Like, that just doesn't make any sense. But those are my 5, bro. What you think, bro? Let me know what you guys think, man. Let me know what you think, bro. That Cook?